bell so you could get that ding whenever I upload a new video. So today, we are going to be talking about a couple of instances that recently happened where the clear Caucasian folk got up in black folk business. They effed around, they found out, they harassed, attacked, assaulted. Like, we really about to get into this. And the title of this video is Why Can't White People Leave Black People Alone? And I did a couple videos on TikTok, and of course I was met with a couple clear Caucasian folks with, some vitriol because they can't take accountability. Hey, son, what's up? Thank you, babe. I love it when y'all anticipate my needs. They cannot take accountability. So it's like kryptonite, the same way that, a lot of men are out here, can't take accountability. So they're like, oh, well, we're tired of y'all too. And it's like, but we don't go as a collective into clear Caucasian people's spaces and attack them, harass them, accost them, try to touch their hair, try to grope them, question them. We don't try to police them. What's up, y'all? Hey, Mo. Hey, Aisha. What's up, Mia? Hey, AD. Hey, PJ. What's going on? I'm glad y'all are joining me. So, we don't... this is just not as a collective what we do as melanin rich people, as the black people in society. Y'all know I don't really like the term black, but I use it because, I get it. That's how we be identifying or whatever, but I'm clearly a brown person. So I really wanted to talk about this situation that happened in Mississippi, right? This news report is from a day ago, I believe. This was published on May 25th. And so basically in Holly Springs in Mississippi, a man was attacked after he walked into a club and used racial slurs. A clear Caucasian man walked into a club and he started hurling off racial slurs. But the way they reported it is not completely accurate because I saw the footage from what the bar owner actually showed. So it says, police in Mississippi said a man was attacked after he walked into a club and used racial slurs. Investigators are now trying to determine if the attack is a hate crime. So it's a hate crime for a clear Caucasian man to use racial slurs. He's the one the game is rigged. Him getting his ass beat after calling people the N-word, and he physically assaulted someone. This is what they keep leaving out. And they're calling it a hate crime. So you could go in and use hate speech, but that's not the hate crime. You could physically attack somebody because they're black, but that's not the hate crime. The hate crime is getting beat up and down the Mississippi River because you decided to go into in a black-owned space, not even predominantly, it's literally a black-owned bar, and hurl off the N-word. Let me finish reading this, and then we're going to really delve a little deeper. And there's a couple other instances that we're going to touch on. They say the attackers used sticks and poles to beat the man. They allegedly kicked, hit, and stomped all over his body. Investigators said seconds before the victim walked into the club, he began calling patrons the N-word. Once outside, the video shows him continuing to do so, according to the police. Police said the victim did not go to the hospital until May 21st, and the incident happened on May 18th. They said he's in a lot of pain and believes his jaw may be broken. Officers said in 3 months, CJ has been open. They have responded to about 30 calls to the club. And the club owner said that this was a lie. But y'all know what they do. Whenever they are perpetrators, they always try to make whoever, especially if they're us, have the same hue of complexion, look like a thug, a bad person in society. They always try to frame us to make us look problematic so that they can sway the public opinion to the side of the white people. Police said they have a person of interest and would like to speak with, but believe several people are responsible. So let's see if I could play, let's see if we get some audio.
Now, this is video provided by police, which shows the target of this investigation on the ground. Investigators believe at some point the attackers poured beer on him. They say the attackers used sticks and poles to beat the man, kicking, hitting, and stumping him all over his body. Investigators say seconds before, the victim walked into the club and began calling patrons the N-word. Once outside, the video shows him continuing to do so, according to police. Miles Stone says he was at CJ's Sunday morning when the guy walked into the bar. He's just hearing that police are now investigating the incident as a possible hate crime.
You say, if I hear you correctly, no matter what he said verbally, you're saying he did not deserve those physical assaults.
That is what I'm saying. Now, I could be struck down by God or whoever it is, or anybody.
Of course, it's always going to be a raccoon.
For saying that he could come in and do that. And we know the opposite side of the spectrum, that we could speculate on what could happen to another guy of another color that would do the same thing.
Police say the victim didn't go to the hospital until Wednesday. They say he's in a lot of pain and believes his jaw may be broken. Officers say in the 3 months CJ's has been open, they've responded to some 30 calls here.
That's a lie.
They want it now declared a nuisance by the district attorney.
So, this is a blatant lie. And that black man that got up there
this closely, this large
to act like he was corroborating some story, he's a fucking liar. And you know it's always going to be a raccoon in a bunch somewhere. I saw the actual footage, and when we come back and do a StreamYard live, I will show you all. I saw the actual footage. That man physically assaulted someone. It wasn't just him hurling off the N-word. And even if he was, that is hate speech and that is a racial slur. Why is it a hate crime on the black people's end for defending themselves, but not for the clear Caucasian man? So you could just go around hurling off the N-word and using racial slurs. They're trying to make America what it used to be before the Civil Rights Act, which was passed in 1964, where white people could attack us, accost us, spit on us, beat our ass, grape us, hunt us, hang us. And we literally just didn't even do anything back. They can't stand what America is now. They don't like that we're on a new timeline. We're not in the day and age where we're going to just let you come up to us and physically assault us and then walk the other way. That man went into that bar. They welcomed him in, just like in the movie Sinners. Should have never let that motherfucker through the door. Welcomed him in. He started calling everybody the N-word. He was in there dancing. I saw the footage. They didn't play the surveillance from the club owner, the bar owner, intentionally because it would show that man physically assaulted one of those men first. They did not even touch him when he was saying the N-word. They told him to get the fuck out. And they were about to close anyways. He got out. He left. He didn't get the reaction that he wanted. He came back into the bar and started saying nigga, 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 nigga again. And the guys was like, hey, you need to chill the fuck out. They literally showed so much constraint. They told him to stop. Like, chill. You could see it in the video. That guy slapped somebody's hand and pushed one of the black guys like onto the floor. And then that's when they unleashed a can of whip ass. We don't have Cash App in the UK, so I'll show a little love through Super Chat. Keep speaking on the truth and injustices against us. Love you, sis. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, baby, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. So that's what happened. But of course, on the news, they're going to paint it as if all he did was just say the N-word. As if saying the N-word is not something to be frowned upon. You see how they're trying to normalize white people being able to call us a nigger again? They're trying to normalize white people being able to call us a nigger and us just not reacting to it. They're trying to normalize white people being able to use racial slurs and hurl hate speech without consequence. Why isn't that a hate crime? Why is it that we've never had a hate crime bill passed against us in this country with all of the things that have been done to us in the name of our skin color? How come melanin rich Americans don't have a hate crime bill, but the Asian Americans do? Y'all see how that go? They trying to say it was a hate crime against that white guy for going in that black bar, calling everybody a nigger, and then literally slapping somebody's hand and pushing somebody on the floor. After they literally, he got that off his chest, the hatred, because a lot of them, they're just seething and seeping with hatred. They let him get it off. They told him to get out. They did not even touch that guy for using the N-word. They touched him because he physically assaulted them first. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Hello. Thank you, son. What's up, God's anointed? Happy Memorial Day. Is that not outrageous? Yet they're trying to paint it as a hate crime toward the white guy that went in a bar, an all-black bar, calling everybody the N-word. That is what happened, G-Pipes. That is what happened. I saw the footage with my own two eyes. Don't get up here trying to lie. All y'all do is fucking lie. All they do is fucking lie and try to paint everything to be in their favor to make us look like we're villains. Nobody went anywhere attacking that man just because he was a white man. Why would it be a hate crime when he's the one who committed the hate crime? All right, you're getting blocked because you keep saying something is a lie. So tell us what happened then. Say it. What happened? What happened? Hello, Ebony. What happened? Since you keep saying it's a hater before I block you. Or I mean, since you keep saying I'm lying, before I block you, tell us what happened. I know what happened. Babe, I'll pass and pay any bill you could come up with if you look like this in the morning. I look better. You get to see me like naturally in my natural state, baby, your fucking head would spin. The headline, it's true. What's the lie? I'm asking the guy what's the true story, because he keeps saying it's not true. So before I block him, I want him to tell me what happened, because I saw it with my own two eyes. I saw it with my own two eyes. You do not get to go into a space, call everybody the N-word unprovoked, get escorted out safely, and then come back in, call everybody the N-word again, slap somebody's hand, and then push somebody down on the floor. So those black people, those black men was just supposed to let that white man assault them and just don't say shit and just let him get that off and go home freely. This is not 1935. I don't understand what y'all think this is. This is not 1935. You cannot physically attack anybody and think that they're not going to beat your ass or defend themselves. I don't understand what the fuck white people, what's the problem? I don't know what's the problem. But you cannot physically attack someone and then say it was a hate crime after you were the one being racist. Y'all see how they trying to destiny swap with us and switch the narrative? This is so dangerous what they're trying to do. Since Donald Trump has been in office, oh, I shouldn't even said that. But since this person has been in office, and it's not even just him, it's what he represents to a certain subset of Caucasian, clear Caucasian people. He makes them feel emboldened to be blatant with their racism. And this is why even I've been experiencing a lot of racism on social media. And I'm like, wow, like this is out of control. I'm getting my feelings hurt over nothing. My feelings are not hurt. You don't get to come in here and tell a black woman how she should feel about white people calling us the N-word, attacking us, assaulting us, and then they trying to flip the script, because the same way that happened to those people, it could happen to me, it could happen to my brothers, it could happen to my love bugs, my subscribers. We cannot allow them to continuously paint a different narrative when we see clear as day exactly what's happening. I'm going to use my platform for things like this because, like I said, it could happen to me. Victim mentality. Bitch, ain't nobody a victim. That white man got his ass beat up and down the Mississippi fucking river, bitch. Ain't nobody no motherfucking victim. We need y'all to leave us the fuck alone, bitch. That's it. It ain't about being a victim. That man fucked around and found out. The issue is y'all do crimes. Y'all fucking do heinous shit. And then y'all play the victim. That's what the issue is. This is what's happening. They're coming into spaces, physically assaulting us, calling the N-word, and then when we respond, they play the victim. They play the victim. How do you play the victim? How are you saying it's a hate crime against you when you went into a space, an all-black space, call everybody the N-word? They didn't even touch that man. They let him walk away. They said, just leave, get out, leave. He left, came back, started doing it again because he, I guess, didn't get the reaction that he wanted, slapped the guy's hand and pushed the guy to the ground. But then gonna get on there and say it was a hate crime? Now, who's really playing a victim? Y'all keep trying to destiny swap, and we cannot allow this to happen. This is what y'all do. Y'all rewrite history, and y'all trying to do it. And right now, I'm so grateful that we got social media so that we can actually speak out. Because if we didn't have social media and we only had the fake-ass media to rely on, the fake-ass news channels to rely on, we would believe that he just got his ass beat for saying the N-word. We wouldn't know that he physically assaulted somebody. We wouldn't know that he physically assaulted somebody. We wouldn't know that he literally was escorted off the premises after hurling the N-word. We black people, they literally was like, all right, just leave, get out, get out, get out. He left, came back, and put hands on people and got laid the fuck out. But then gonna get on the news and then they're gonna let them say that that's a hate crime that was perpetuated against that white man. Bitch, y'all got me fucked up. I would be doing an injustice and a disservice to my motherfucking ancestors if I did not come up here and talk about this. Now, I don't care what white person feels offended. I don't give a fuck what white person feels some type of way. I don't give a damn what y'all say about somebody playing a victim card. No, y'all are professional fucking victims. Y'all perpetrate all of the goddamn criminal activity against people just based off of their skin color and then play a fucking victim and act like somebody's bothering y'all. We don't bother y'all. This is reactionary. This is reaction. I'm talking about something that happened and how they're trying to flip the narrative. And this is what they've been doing. They've always tried to make it seem like we literally were violently just attacking people and we're the perpetrators and we're thugs and we're just out here running amok in society, when that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. We don't bother people unless you bother us for the most part. Black people is not going up to white people calling them slurs and calling them names and physically assaulting them. We don't do stuff like that. We're not walking up to you trying to touch your hair and trying to pet you, and we're not following you around asking you where you live at and where you came from and where you going, and we don't do that to y'all. What's up, Unique? Hey, boo. I don't care who you is. Period. If you touch somebody, this is what the issue. No, it was in Mississippi. It was in Mississippi. Oh, we definitely are, Ebony. They lie about everything. Something new just happened with the census. I can't think of what the term was called, where they literally categorized everybody that just was not black as white. Even if you are multiracial, even if you are ambiguous, even if you're biracial, they literally did something where they say that they fixed the stats or whatever. No, they doing it to inflate the numbers to make it seem like there's more of us than there is them. When, baby, when we look around, we produce. We're very fertile. I'll just leave it at that. They've had to create scientific systems in which they could breed. All right, you're getting blocked. Talking about let me see them cannons. Bitch, see them cannons in my Cash App. $ Love Jones TV. It's way too many of y'all watching with these little itty bitty likes. Double tap the screen. So another instance where this young black guy, he's walking down the street and a white guy just calls out, "You fucking nigger." He just calls it out. So the black guy's like, matter of fact, let me play the video. I will show y'all, but it's a glare. It's not gonna.
With you, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are a personification of how.
Wait, no, I didn't mean to press on his video.
How black women get gaslit every day. If you.
Then they're trying to steal and co-opt the term black fatigue, when black fatigue is literally about black people being tired of the racism and the systemic oppression that we face in this society based off of our skin color. That's what black fatigue means. I'm going to purchase that book. I've been meaning to do it. I don't want to order it though. I want to go to an actual bookstore and purchase it, and we could do some content. Hey, YouTube streets. But listen to this guy.
This is a PSA. Watch out for white people. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell y'all. This is a PSA. Watch out for white people. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Austin got these soccer games and shit. It was Wednesday. Carl.
Why do words make y'all violent? Words don't make us violent. When you physically assault somebody, that's what makes us violent. That's what makes us violent. That man in Mississippi got his ass beat because he physically assaulted someone. He slapped someone's hand and pushed somebody to the ground. That's what made that's why violence ensued. It wasn't just because he said the N-word. He had already been saying the N-word and they put him out of the establishment. He came back in hurling hate speech and racial slurs again, and then slapped somebody's hand and pushed somebody to the ground. If words make us violent, then what the fuck? We would be beating y'all's asses all up and down the street. What y'all take as violence is us using our words back against y'all. Y'all are very fucking sensitive, and y'all have a real big victim mentality. Because me saying something back to you, you say, oh, that's racism just because I'm laughing at you because you can't fucking dance. You trying to steal our dances and you look stupid as all outdoors. That's not racism. You say I'm being racist to you because I said something about y'all stealing other people's culture, or if I could bring up what actually happened 60 years ago, y'all saying that's racism. Y'all are very sensitive. So us using our words equates to violence for y'all. Because you inherently just look at black people as violent. It doesn't matter what we do. We could literally say kumbaya fucking y'all and sit down and peacefully protest, and y'all are the most violent and vile motherfuckers on the earth. Don't come up in here with that shit. Not all. Because not every white person is violent and vile. But as a collective, y'all have created some of the most monstrosities and y'all have committed some of the most heinous crimes throughout history. And we don't even got to go that far back in history. We could talk about present day. Children are not safe around white men. Keep crying. I'm crying for your offspring. I'm crying for the children. I'm praying that the kids are safe in their homes, because a lot of the crimes against children are perpetuated by their dads, their grandpas, their meemaws, their peepaws. Y'all powering up the schools at alarming rates. Y'all commit domestic terrorism more than anybody else. I'm not going to allow y'all to continuously come into our spaces and lie and scam and make it seem like we're you. We're not you and you're not us. You're not the fucking victim, but you play victim. We're not you. We don't just go around bothering people, messing with people. We don't just go around accosting people, harassing people, assaulting people. We do not do that unless we are provoked. If you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. If you say something to me, I'm going to say something back. And y'all think of our words as violence. Black fatigue. Yes, I got black fatigue, because black fatigue is black people being fucking tired of systemic oppression, discrimination, prejudices, biases, bigoted ass white folk. Yes, I have black fatigue. White people can't have black fatigue. Y'all always come in and try to colonize. See, look at how y'all stealing. Y'all trying to steal black fatigue right before our very eyes. And I'm not letting it go down. We're not letting it happen. If black exhaustion exists, why are you in a black woman's space right now? Why are you here? If you're so tired of black people, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you in my space? You see, if I'm tired of something, if I'm exhausted, if I'm utterly exhausted by somebody, I'm not going to go seek them out. I'm not going to stay and watch them. I'm going to keep scrolling. I'm not going to interact with somebody that I hate, that I'm so tired of. It's y'all are fucking delusional, delirious, and fucking something is wrong. Look, N-word. Bitch, I'd rather be a nigger than a cave dweller, bitch. The sun loves me. I could go outside. I'd rather be a nigger than a cave dweller. Animals. Yes, y'all are animals. Y'all have Neanderthal blood. Y'all have monkey Rhesus blood. Y'all have that RH positive blood. Y'all definitely are animals. I love it when y'all come up in here and expose yourselves. I'd rather be a nigger than a cave dweller. I'd rather be a nigger than a pedophile. I'd rather be a nigger than somebody that eats other people, that be a cannibalist. I'd rather be a nigger. I'd rather be a nigger. Y'all coming up in here calling me a nigger. I'd rather be a nigger than be you. I'd rather be a nigger than be you. I love it here. Being deficient of melanin literally is a fucking disease. Your chromosomes are imbalanced. Literally, because you don't have melanin, it makes you very obsessive and compulsive. Y'all don't really want to get into it. Not all. Yeah, not all. Because there are some Caucasian people that I actually love. There are. There's some Caucasian people that I actually love. There are. That's not how melanin works. How do you know how melanin works? Do you have it? Do you know that melanin is worth more than actual gold? I'd rather be a nigger than to be you. I'd rather be a nigger than for my bloodline to be what y'all's bloodline is. I just would. The sun loves me. You need chemicals to be able to go out on earth. I don't. This is what happens when you let slaves talk. Bitch, I'm not a slave. Your mother's a fucking slave. You're a slave to a fucking system that's not real. You're a slave to the matrix. You're a slave to being fucking stupid. Y'all's families, y'all lineage walked y'all into a fucking system just because they didn't want black people to thrive. And now this country is not, we are way behind. Calling me a slave. Yeah, I'm a slave. So I built all this shit, bitch. Slaves built all this shit. So you need to say thank you, bitch. You should be kissing my fucking ass, bitch. Don't play with me. That shit ain't gonna work. I'd rather be a nigga any day. I'd rather be a nigga any day. You think that you're calling me a slave, but we built this motherfucking country. You're delusional. No, you're delusional, school shooter. You're delusional, school shooter. You're delusional, pedophile. Don't fuck with me. I'd rather be a nigga, bitch. That shit don't hurt as much. We fucking call ourselves nigger. We took it back so that it wouldn't sting as much when y'all say it. That's all y'all got. That's all y'all got. You're a delusional robber and looter. I know you fucking lying. As much as y'all done stole everything throughout fucking history, everything in y'all's museums is artifacts from other goddamn cultures, other ethnicities, other civilizations. Y'all ain't got an original fucking bone in your body, bitch. We taught you how to wash your motherfucking asshole. I pray for you. I pray for you too. I pray for you too. Where are blacks thriving? Bitch, all over the place. I'm thriving right now. You in my motherfucking business, bitch. I ain't watching you. I am not watching you. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. You up in my motherfucking space worrying about what I'm doing. So clearly I'm fucking thriving. I'm doing something. Black people are sick of this ghetto behavior. Yep. Yep, they are. Anyways, ooh, awesome. Our God ain't black. I beg to differ. Everything that all of y'all science and y'all science books, every human remains point back to a black woman. Y'all use Henrietta Flax for her stem cells to do research to help you move forward to progress in science. For people that's so much better, why not just leave us alone? Just leave us alone. All we want to do is be left alone. All we want to do is be left alone. Not you took back the word nigger because you had to. Bitch, fuck you and your mother, bitch. Fuck you and your mother's dry ass coochie, bitch. Go back to Africa. Bitch, go back to fucking Europe. Go back to that cave you came out of, bitch. My ancestors is from a fucking America, ho. Go back to fucking Europe, bitch. Go back to the bubonic plague, bitch. Go back to wearing fucking flowers to cover up that stinky ass smell, bitch. The racism is crazy. The racism is crazy. Please explain why babies born white but not black. Experiments. Hello. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Exactly, Mia. Ring around the posy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes. We all fall down. That's talking about y'all in a black bubonic plague when y'all all was being unalived by the droves, and to mask the smell, y'all used to put flowers around. That's where potpourri came from. Y'all used to walk around with bags of flowers because y'all was so stanky. How do you feel when you see interracial couples? I don't feel any type of way. I don't feel any type of way. I think interracial couples, you know, as long as nobody's like putting down anybody else, then I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, I feel like I'm a bitter racist. I can't be racist. Sorry. Try again. I could be a bigot. I could be prejudiced, but I can't be a racist. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, baby, for the super sticker. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Double tap the screen. You can be racist. No, I can't. Thank you. I look so fine. Ow. Anyone can. No, they can't. That's a white people thing, baby. You got to take that up with your forefathers. How can you not be racist? Because I'm black. I don't own any systems in which I could oppress you or affect your livelihood. Racism is a construct. Racism is a system. Do you think Jesus approves of what you're doing? I don't give a fuck about that. Horrible wig. Let me see what you look like. Let me see. Lady Dasha, shut your stupid looking ass up with your paper thin ass fucking lips. I don't trust people with no lips. Let me get you the fuck up out of here. I do not trust people. If your lips look like her,
rolls by. You fucking nigger. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, white people are only racist when it's convenient for them, when they know they're not gonna get touched. Let them
get right back.
Like, you had to do a whole
Nigger. You're fucking nigger. You're fucking nigger. You black bitch. I don't trust nobody with no fucking lips. I just don't. Thank you, Brandon. You're insufferable, so leave. Demon. Black fatigue in person. Oh, no, I have black fatigue. Stop trying to fucking colonize and co-opt. You white people can't have black fatigue. Be original for once in your life. Be original for once in your life. Exactly, Bella. Hey, Amberella, what's up, boo? So much black fatigue. I have black fatigue. White people can't have black fatigue. Be original. Stop colonizing and stealing everything. God damn. Stop stealing. Be original. Should have never freed y'all. Bitch, you ain't free shit. We fought. We fought. You think white people just woke up one day and said, oh, I think we should just let go of people that actually built this country and the people that we actually siphon energy from and the people that we actually eat because we're literal cannibals and y'all literally used to fucking eat black people. We're just going to let them go. And then Jim Crow ensued. When more lynchings happened during Jim Crow after slavery was abolished. Bitch, you ain't free shit. We fought. That's another fucking lie and a scam that y'all tell. Monkeys. Bitch, you look like a monkey. White people look more like a monkey than I do. Monkeys got thin lips, straight stringy hair. Monkeys get fleas and ticks. Black people don't get fleas and ticks in their hair. Monkeys do. So you're actually more like a fucking monkey than me, bitch. Shave a monkey bald and it's gonna look like your complexion. It's gonna have that thin skin that you got. Bitch, you look like a motherfucking monkey. That monkey emoji looks like you and your motherfucking forefathers in them. Victim mentality, yes. All y'all do is be a fucking victim, sitting up here lying, scamming, cheating, and colonizing black fatigue. Once again, using black people's vernacular to try to be fucking racist. Bitch, suck ya mother. Why y'all doing this? See, y'all making me respond to y'all in such a nasty way. I didn't even want to do that. I just wanted to get up here. I'm just getting on live saying racist. No, I'm responding to people saying really, really nasty things to me. I'm not keeping racism alive. That you got to talk to your meemaw and your peepaw about that. We just want to be left alone. That's it. I love white people too. I love white people that are nice, Section 8 Medicaid. White people are the biggest fucking recipients of all government assistance in the fucking America. Y'all, all y'all do is get up here and fucking lie. Don't respond to that. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. But I just, the last couple of lives, I've gotten so much racism that I said, fuck it. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm really not. I'm not talking about all white people. I'm really not. I love white people that are good. I love good people. It doesn't matter what you look like. I love good people. I love people that actually are, giving, that are kind, that are respectful. But y'all not gonna get up here and call me a nigga and a monkey and talk all of these nasty things about me and my likeness. And I'm just, why do y'all always expect for us to turn a blind eye and to turn the other cheek? That's why I always say the things that y'all say about us, we could say it right back to you and much worse. We see y'all. We know how y'all get down. Y'all used to eat us. Nobody could talk shit to me that used to eat me. Like, you used to literally ingest my body and my bones to try to get some of my melanin, to try to get some of my physical ability. Y'all literally used to eat us. Y'all used to eat us. Y'all used to eat us. There's a book called The Delectable Negro. Y'all used to eat us. So people that used to eat people, like, you can't come up here and tell me shit. Exactly, and wear our teeth. Obsessed. You wanted to live in our skin. Like, you literally wanted our essence. We all saw the movie Get Out.
Drive by to assault me, bro. This is a PSA. Watch out for white people. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Austin got these soccer games and shit. It was Wednesday. Car rolls by. You fucking nigger. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, white people are only racist when it's convenient for them, when they know they're not gonna get touched, let alone killed. Like, you had to do a whole drive-by to assault me, bro, and I'm just here chilling, laughing at you, bro. Like, bro, y'all population's already declining. Y'all daughters already fuck niggas. Like, you can't cook. Y'all fucking food tastes like shit. Y'all want to say nigga so bad. Y'all want to be us. Like, bro, y'all copy us all the fucking time for a race that's so successful and getting doors like this, bro. It'd be wild to me how bothered y'all be by people that you don't like or you racist towards. Bro, if you racist and white and you not with the shit, shut the fuck up. Because y'all be the first motherfuckers calling the laws. Oh, I've been assaulted. I've been assaulted. This is a PSA.
If you're a white person claiming to have black fatigue, get fucking bent. What do you think black people have? Oh, poor white people have black fatigue. So tired of being politically correct and treating them like people. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Black people in 2025 are still seeing instances every day where white people are treating them less than human. We had something literally a week ago where someone has raked in $600,000+ for calling a black autistic child the N-word after he took something out of her son's bag. Black fatigue? You have black fatigue? What the fuck do you think black people of color have in this country? They have got to be so fatigued of fighting the same fight for decades, centuries, day after day.
Day
and
after
you think
day.
you have fatigue? You're a weak piece of shit if you have black fatigue. This happens every single day where there are signs and acts of racism that shows that it's not gone. And if anything, because of Donald Trump and MAGA, it is coming back stronger than ever. And it's no longer just in the shadows. It is out in full broad daylight, in public, and is just laughing in the face of black people. So you want to talk about having black fatigue? That is the weakest ass shit I have ever heard. And embarrassed for white people. Anybody who says they have black fatigue, like I said, get fucking bent, because you don't know shit about anything. How pathetic.
All those white people that were killed in Africa. Look here. They were all killed in Africa. There's nothing you can say and try to change the way I feel about how our race is under attack. Because that's living fucking proof.
As a former Trump-loving conservative, at the very heart of the MAGA movement, especially amongst white MAGA men, is this fear that white men are being discriminated against. And unfortunately, with MAGA men, they want to be the center of the narrative. They're so used to being the standard in this country that diversity, equity, and inclusion begins to feel like discrimination to them.
Exactly.
And of course, they don't care about facts. This is why he said, there's nothing you can say that's going to change my mind. All those white farmers who are losing their lives, when the actual facts state less than 1% of white farmers have been unalived in South Africa. Not to mention that white people make up 7% of the population in South Africa, yet they own 76% of the land. So please remind me how they're being oppressed. Tell me exactly how they're being victimized. White men make up 30 to 31% of our overall population in the United States, yet there's a new study that found that white men hold 62% of all elected offices. Just in 2020, white men made up 85.8% of Fortune 500 CEOs. And that was a decline from 96% just in 2000. You see, the truth is, confident white men are not threatened by the idea of there being a level playing field or other demographics of people getting equal opportunities. If you just look at the videos under the sound of that song, the vast majority of white men who feel threatened are mediocre at best. And Trump makes them feel safe in all their isms and phobias, because when Trump is president, they don't ever have to learn another new thing in their life.
All those white people that were killed in Africa. Look here. They were all killed.
This is the Nottoway Plantation House in Louisiana, the largest antebellum mansion in the South, and it looks great. But keep in mind, it was a plantation. It stands as a shrine still to plantation. Yes, it's probably a
Wait, hold up. Double tap the screen, everybody up in here. I need 5 more likes. Can you double tap the screen and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed? And disclaimer, this is not a hate-filled channel. I literally was responding to a bunch of nasty racist comments, and y'all get to come in here and say crazy things, but when I say something back, I'm the one that's divisive, and then I'm the one that's spewing hate, and oh, stop talking about race. It's not us, it's y'all. We reacting. Y'all just tired of black people saying something about what y'all do. That's it. Y'all just want us to continue to be quiet and allow y'all to accost us, attack us, insult us, and hurl racial slurs at us in peace, the way that y'all been able to do for 400 years. It's only been a good 60 years, 61 years, because the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. So it's literally only been like 61 years since we've been able to start to be treated as a little bit human. Because of course, y'all used to look at us as 3/4 of a person, especially black women. Y'all would experiment on us without any anesthesia. It was just very terrible for us in this country for centuries. So now we're on a new timeline. This is a new America, and I don't think that people can handle the fact that we're not just going to allow them to say crazy stuff and then not react or not respond. You can't just come up and slap me and then think I'm just gonna put my head down and say yes and walk on the other side of the street. You can't call me the N-word and then think that I'm just not supposed to say anything back. You all have been conditioned to think that black people are always supposed to take the high road, and that's not what's going to happen all the time. In that situation in Mississippi, like I said, they did take the high road. They allowed him to hurl the N-word multiple times, and they escorted him out. Everybody's missing that. So people saying, why do words make you violent? Words don't make us violent. Words make you all violent. Because when we say something back, y'all get angry. Y'all are used to being able to insult us and berate us and degrade us and denigrate us with no consequence. So now that it's a little more even, playing field, exactly, awesome. Now that the playing field is just getting slightly more what actual equality will look like, it feels like oppression to you. Equality feels like oppression. Equality feels like a threat. Equality feels like an attack. You don't want us to be able to have the law and use, laws to help us out when we defend ourselves against being attacked. Hence why you're all locked up. Exactly. You think that you're eating, but it's because we are policed way heavily and way differently than white people are. The police was a gang and a cult that was formed to catch runaway slaves. There were laws called black codes and black laws, which literally once we got off the plantations, if we didn't have a job, we would get locked up so that they could force us back into free labor. Wicked ass fucking scheming ass fucking people. Literally, if you were outside past a certain time and you were within a certain mile range of your house, then you would get arrested. If you didn't have a house, you could get arrested. Overly and heavily policed. When white people commit way more atrocities, they commit way more crimes, they commit way more fraud, but they are not policed the same. So they don't get locked up at the same rate. They get a slap on the wrist. The white woman, Hannah Cobb, was just, the charges were dropped against her for unaliving her black boyfriend. She powed him. Now, if that were me that did that, I would be under the jail. So you all created a system right under our noses that we didn't really understand, because we speak with love. Y'all don't. We have more integrity. We have more morale. We're not so underhanded and sneaky and conniving. That's another story for another day. But naturally, we really are good people. And if we weren't, this country would look completely fucking different. There's still sundown towns, exactly. So they continuously just try to act like this is not what's happening, and they're trying to paint a new narrative. And I just, in my blood, I don't know if the ancestors is fucking speaking through me, but I just cannot not say anything about it, especially with my platform. And if you all want to say, oh, we're going to do this to your platform, we're going to do this, and it's okay, because guess what? I'm protected. I'm divinely protected. I'm anointed. And I'm doing what I feel compelled to do. I can't help but to talk about some of the things that I talk about. It's not even intentional. Sometimes I just start talking and I'm like, y'all think I like to get called a nigger? Y'all think I like to get called a monkey every fucking time I come up here? Y'all think I like for people to berate me and disrespect me and degrade me, and the fact that I'm subjected to hate speech and bullying and harassment? That doesn't feel good. But I've learned to cope. And I'm not going to stop, because I know that this is what I'm supposed to do. But every time I get up here, that's what I experience. And me saying things and y'all saying, oh, you nasty and you a racist and you this, I'm responding to what people are saying to me. All of y'all are seeing is my reaction. My default setting is love. I'm not a hateful person, but I am not going to allow you to spew this nasty, toxic, stereotypical rhetoric against me without me saying it back to you. And that is why you all feel so emboldened and comfortable to do so. Calling us niggers, saying all of these nasty things, saying go back to Africa. Bitch, take your ass back to Europe. A lot of Europeans didn't migrate over here until the fucking 1900s, bitch. I see pictures of y'all on the actual fucking boats. I see pictures of y'all by the fucking droves on the boats. So you cannot come up in here and say go back to Africa and without me. Why can't I tell you to go back to Europe? Why is that hateful? Why should I just ignore it? You can't come up in here and say you're a nigger, and then I say you a fucking cave dweller. Bitch, I'd rather be a nigger than a fucking cave dweller. Bitch, the sun loved me. I'm sun-kissed. Why can't I say that after somebody saying my skin look like mud and my skin is dirty and I'm a tar baby and all of these other nasty fucking things? It's because you all are used to the way that they say that trauma is passed down genetically and through the DNA, generation after generation. What do you think is passed down through other types of people whose Meemaw and Peepaw hung us, ate us, slapped us down, berated us, graped us? What do you think was passed down genetically to them? But we're just supposed to sit down. I'm supposed to just keep turning a blind eye. Maybe I'm supposed to be a martyr. I don't know what the fuck is happening. This is not intentional. I go with the flow of life. I go with the flow of life. I go with the flow. I'm in the ebb and flow of things. You cannot expect to get up here and say so many nasty things to me. And then if I say something back, now it's me. And this is what you all have been doing. Such a backward way of thinking. Look, monkey. Y'all are so fucking unoriginal. Y'all are so fucking unoriginal. It's backwards to not allow you all to berate us and verbally abuse us. That's what's backwards. Y'all just, this is the thing. Y'all are used to being able to berate us and abuse us with no recourse, with no repercussion, with us not saying anything or doing anything back. But that's not, we are on a different timeline. If you tell me to go back to Africa, I'm going to tell you to go back to Europe. If you call me a nigger, I'm going to call you a nasty, dirty, muskrat cave dwelling ass bitch. If you talk about my hair, I'm going to talk about yours and say that you got fleas and ticks in your scalp. I don't care. You cannot, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Like that. But I think we can make it look a little bit better. Yeah, let's add a little light to it. There we go. So this mansion caught on fire. It caught on fire, and after 150 plus years of standing, it is finally getting its due justice. These plantations, yes, they're beautiful homes, but what they were built by and built on are truly disgusting. And the fact that these still stand as shrines and places where people want to get married, this is a fitting end to this plantation. But I think we can do better. I think we need something a little more real time. Excellent. There's the shell of the plantation. The shell of Nottoway Plantation. It's hard to use the word mansion because, yes, it is a mansion, but that kind of whitewashes the whole we used to own people here against their will and make them work and whip and beat them. And hang them and treat them like absolute garbage. That's what a place like this was for. It's not a wedding venue. It's not a place to have a big old party. It was a place. It was the master's house who owned slaves. Must we never forget. And it doesn't say anything about it being arson or anything like that. They don't know that yet, so I'm not saying go out and burn down plantations. But the fact that this place caught on fire, hopefully by some accident or natural causes,
thank you guys,
is absolutely beautiful to see. I hope all these plantations in the South burn to the ground, just like this one.
Is humiliating this 14-year-old skater in front of his friends. Not today, son.
All right. You want me to go over there? I'll get the police to come over here and escort you off his property.
Actually, this is a white man going up to a little black 14-year-old boy that's just skateboarding with his friends, telling him that he's going to get the police to escort him off the property, which is a park. He's not bothering this man. This man just came over here and said he didn't like how he was acting or whatever the case may be. This is why I'm saying, like, just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Even if you come in my stream and I'm not talking about something that you like, just scroll. You don't need to interact with me.
Because you're acting like a big boy in front of these guys that can skate, Joe. He can film it all he wants.
Film what?
I don't care. Go ahead, act like a clown in front of him.
I'm not a clown.
Thank you.
Over here and escort you
not
off
in the
property.
circus. I'm not a clown. Clowns belong in the circus. Alright. I'm not a clown. Please don't talk about me.
But act your age.
Exactly,
I
Amberella.
hear you say what I heard you say before. I'll grab you by your shirt and drag you
Nah,
away.
you won't. Especially.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
And I'll do it in front of these guys too, with him filming.
Oh, you can do it in front of my...
Excuse me?
You can do it in front of my...
This grown man is threatening a little 14-year-old boy, and the boy is small for no reason. Like, they literally go up to kids and bully and harass and threaten children. How is any of this okay? How do people, it's cognitive dissonance, because as a collective, these people will say that we're the problem, but then they'll see videos like this and just completely turn a blind eye. Why don't you call this out? If you don't like bad people, if you don't like ghetto people, I see white women fighting in the street. I see white people being ghetto and ratchet too. They just don't get called those things. They don't get the same type of stigma or stereotype. They get to be individuals. Black people don't get to be individuals. We get the blanket statement of we're all grouped in together. So one of us do something. I know, I could bet my bottom dollar. A white person has had one encounter with one black person that they didn't like, and then they said all black people are terrible. We don't do that. We try not to. We still have love and grace and kindness and care. But in this present day, you're not going to talk crazy to us or hit us, and we're just supposed to stay silent and not say anything. Like, who do these people think they are?
You're a little idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
Yes, you are.
But did I go to college?
And get some wheels and trucks on that thing.
Yeah, get some
Stop
wheels.
being a little clown.
Oh, and get a bigger...
What's that? What's that?
What?
Hey, Amanda.
I thought you could hear me.
Say it again, you little punk.
I'm a little...
That's crazy,
There's the
Layla.
one who's messing with a 14-year-old, and what are you, 37?
40. And I have no problem beating the mess out of you.
Well, your community is one of the most dangerous ones to even pass by. That's not true. Sundown towns are more dangerous than my community. Well, you saying urban communities? If you're from there, you'll be fine. It's not dangerous. Sundown towns are the most dangerous communities to even pass through. If I were to go to a sundown town, once it gets to be 9 o'clock and the sun is down, police officers would tell me don't even get out the goddamn car. I wouldn't even be able to get out. I drove through a sundown town in Tennessee or somewhere down there when I was, I think, 10 or 11 years old. I was going to my aunt. My aunt was graduating with like a PhD or a master's. I don't know what degree she was up to at that time. And we were driving down to Knoxville, Tennessee to her college. Do you know that we stopped at one town? A white person came up to my grandfather and said, do not get out of the car in the next town over. Don't get out. I had to pee. My grandfather would not stop. We passed that town. It was a cross that looked like it had been burned at some point. We couldn't get out the car. Those are the most dangerous neighborhoods. Sundown towns are the most redneck towns are the most dangerous towns. You see how we can flip it and reverse it? We could ping pong back and forth. We could ping pong and keep ping ponging. So the same things you all could say about us, which is inherently not true, because the ghettos, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. The ghettos are heavily gentrified. White people are outside at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning with their MacBook Pros open on the train, the L train, the 3 train, the J train. They're skateboarding up and down the streets in the urban communities in New York motherfucking City. And nobody bothers them. But let me try to go to a sundown town. Let me try to go to a sundown town once the sun is down. That is way more dangerous than a white person going into an urban community. They're in urban communities right now, living there, gentrifying the neighborhoods, going to dog parks, walking their dogs at any time in the night. It's because we don't inherently hate white people. We don't go up to them and accost them, attack them, harass them. We don't bother them. If anything, we make sure that they're having a good time. We make sure they're having a good time. White people come into a black-owned bar. We'd be like, hey, how you doing? I was a bartender at a black-owned restaurant. I worked at a bar that was run by a black congressman. White people came in there. They got treated with the utmost respect, the same as anybody else. White people are way safer in urban neighborhoods than I would ever be in a fully white neighborhood. Thank you, Danielle. Go bleach your skin. Why the fuck would I bleach this beautiful melanin? This melanin is worth more than gold. My skin is worth more than anything that you fucking own, bitch. About a gram. My skin is so beautiful. I look like a beautiful golden bronze goddess. I would never bleach my skin. This is so beautiful. It protects me from sun rays. It's smooth, it's nice. Even my hairy forearms, it's so nice, it's silky. It smells good. Men love it. Baby, this is fucking gorge. It's regal. I would never bleach my skin, especially when women are paying hundreds of dollars a month for tanning memberships to tan, to get some color. I would never bleach this. Why would I bleach this and it's so expensive? This is so expensive. This is so expensive. This is luxury. This is luxury.
Oh, if you touch me, I swear to God, bro.
You swear to God.
I will get my
You
gang
will
on you.
definitely die.
I will get my gang on you, bro.
You're gang? What do you have to do? Steal my milk money? These guys don't give two shits about you.
Yeah.
First of all, this is not someone else's hair. This hair didn't come from nobody's head. And black women can straighten their hair and get a blowout and it'll look just like this. Y'all are so fucking ill-informed. Y'all keep trying to fucking pull that hair card. Bitch, that shit is so tired. It's so tired. I don't hear y'all telling white women to stop injecting their lips. I don't hear y'all telling white women to stop getting spray tans. I don't hear y'all saying that. They wear fake hair too. They wear extensions. They wear clip-ins. Jewish women wear wigs. It's a cultural thing. But when it comes to us, Y'all just hate us. So everything we do is going to be a problem. And that's okay. You bald. I'm not, but if I was, that would be my fucking business. What's it to you if I'm bald? You don't know me. You ain't never going to see me in real life. And if I ever saw you, bitch, I would walk right by. I would never entertain you. So what I look like in real life don't have nothing to do with you. White women are beautiful. Okay. So why are you watching this beautiful black woman? Why are you watching me? Why do they come in here and watch me just to, like, what? It's obsession. Even if it did, who cares? Look good. Becky's have extensions, get lip fillers, BBLs, and tan. Shut the fuck up about our hair, please. That part, Amberella, is so fucking corny. I love being a black woman because we age really well, especially when we take care of our bodies. That part, you're stunning. Thank you. I don't know why they want us to hate ourselves so bad, but it's not gonna work. I love myself. I love my skin. My complexion is so fucking gorgeous. When I'm right out the shower and I'm like bare and I look in the mirror, I be in awe. I literally be in awe. Thank you, I am Kayla. I be in awe. So these people coming up in here telling me to bleach my skin, saying my skin look dirty, like, y'all are fucking delusional. I'm not in your space watching you. Don't ever let that go over your head. I'm not in your space watching you. Brazil is 55% us. That part. Might as well start asking for the black bottom. What that mean? I love being a black woman too. Everyone wants to be us. We lit. Period, Amberella. And it's like they hate that we love ourselves. They want us to have that internal self-hatred, but we don't. And they can't stand it. They can't stand to see us shine. They can't stand to see us rise. Imagine me bleaching my skin. Like, ho, is you cool? What the fuck? That's weird. That's super fucking weird. Now, getting a chemical pill for hyperpigmentation, you know, using something to lighten dark spots, that's one thing. But to bleach out this, I wish I would. Every race is beautiful. Yeah, I think there's beautiful people everywhere. Black women are the blueprint found in every beauty trend. That's true. You better not. No, I would never. God damn, I like you. Nope, I love it here. As much as whoever these weirdo people are, I don't know who these people or what the hell these people's agenda is. But I can't, I'm not, these people cannot, no, not another day should a black woman hate self. Exactly, we the gold standard, the blueprint. Earth, mother, goddess, and we can't be stopped from shining. Period. The trolls are crazy and uneducated. Period. That's why when I cuss them out, sometimes I'll be like, damn. But then I'll be like, why do these people get to constantly say these things to us and we just can't say nothing back? We always supposed to take the high road. Sometimes I do take the high road. Y'all don't even see how many comments get blocked, how many comments my moderators block. There's no way I could respond to all of the hate that I receive sometimes. Sometimes I do take the high road. That's what y'all don't know. There's no way I can respond to every single thing that these people literally say. Because then I wouldn't even be able to get a word in edgewise. Some of it be bots. That's true too. I once considered bleaching my skin to fit in corporate America, but I could never. I'm glad you didn't. They hateful. Exactly, Mia. Y'all see it. That's the thing. When people watch these back, especially, they don't see because we be blocking on, like, you know, deleting certain comments. But I don't just be talking to myself and pulling shit out my ass. Like, these people really be saying crazy stuff to me. Woo, what is in my eye? I feel like I got something in my eye. Love when you curse a troll, but you didn't have to deal with the hate because it's beyond hateful, disgusting, and unnecessary. It's honestly, it's a little unbelievable at times. I can't lie. Like, that's why, you know, and I don't ever want us to be like, okay with people just calling us the N-word because it's not okay. But I do encourage us to not be so offended when people say it. because they try to trigger you. And I know I'm giving energy. This is what I'm doing. This is I'm intentionally giving energy out when I pump on these live streams. It's intentional. So I know that it's an energy pull. I know that they're siphoning my energy. That's what these live streams are. Even if I'm responding to positive comments, it's an energy exchange. That's just what it is. But when they say nigger, 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 it's just like they're trying to trigger you. They feed it's a parasitic relationship. And they need a host. Storm said that too. It's like they feed off of your negative emotions. It fuels them because it's a vampiric, parasitic type of situation. So they try to use trigger words to provoke you. And yes, I do allow them. I allow it because the only reason why I'm successful at these vertical lives is because I have to let my intrusive thoughts fly. I've told you all this before, time and time again. If I did not, and I held back and I tried to police myself so much, these shows wouldn't be what they are. I wouldn't have amassed the numbers that I do. I wouldn't be able to retain an audience if I just police myself so much. I police myself to a degree. What's up, Media New Post? I police myself to a degree, of course. However, there's moments where I just let my stream of consciousness just flow. And a lot of these people would never say these things in real life. They wouldn't. They say it online because they feel like we're afraid or we're not going to say anything back. So I'm like, because you won't feel bold enough to try that shit in person, I'm going to cuss you out like a fucking dog in the street on the internet. So you know how we come in. We're not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not going to allow racist people to verbally attack us. If you verbally attack me and I verbally attack you, then what's the problem? Now, if you hit me and I hit you back, then what's the problem? We are always playing defense. We've always played defense. We do not bother these people. We don't go into these people's spaces. What's up, Audrey? We don't go into these people's spaces and try to harass these people. Like, we don't do that. It's always been defense. We just want to be left alone. And that's the title of this video. Why can't they just leave us alone? And no one has told me why they can't just leave us alone. They came in here, called me slurs, called me everything but a child of God. They said they have black fatigue, which they're trying to lie and co-opt and steal and colonize a term that was created by a black woman. We can't let them have that. No one ever told me why they couldn't just leave us alone. If you don't like us, leave us alone. If you can't stand black people, why would you go as a white man into a black bar and call everybody the N-word? Why would you do that if you hate black people? And then you leave, they let you leave. Why would you come back and then physically assault them? Does that logically make sense? How does that make sense? You gotta be in some type of disillusion, state of psychosis to operate that way and not see the error of your ways and then point the finger at a group of people that you've been inflicting that shit on, that you're trying to destiny swap with. It doesn't make sense. If you hate people and you're so tired of black people, why would you come into a black person's space? Can somebody answer me that? Why come into black people's space? Why try to interact with us if you hate us? If you trying to say you have black fatigue, you're so tired of black people, you're exhausted of black people, leave us alone then. You don't have to interact with black people if you don't want to. You could go in a store, you might see us, go get your groceries, do whatever you need to do and keep it moving. You might see us walking past the street, keep it moving. You don't have to interact with us. You don't have to say anything to black people. You don't have to say not a motherfucking word. I don't understand. Like, it's really cognitive dissonance. Because we should set the standards for love in this day. We are the leaders. We try to, but they are, not all of them, some of them are so evil that you sometimes got to meet eye for an eye. You can't always try to be Dr. Martin Luther King and then end up getting your ass beat up and down the street. You can't always be Dr. Martin Luther King and then our little kids is getting cussed out by these evil, wicked, demonic people. Getting beat by... what I was just showing y'all was a 14-year-old boy and a white guy threatening him just because he's skateboarding in the park. A white lady just called a 5-year-old autistic little black boy the N-word and was able to raise $1 million. And it's because we are too complicit. We allow them to talk crazy and keep thinking that we're just going to turn a blind eye and it's never going to be any consequence. It's not safe to just never respond and to just only try to lead with love. It's not safe. It leads to physical violence. Like, just leave us alone. Exactly. You don't ignore your physical abuser and hoping that they'll just stop. Thank you, Natalia. And us just fighting back with our words got them in a tizzy. The racist people. I can't. Me making a generalization is because as a collective, has been done collectively from a particular group of people. I need to say that I understand that there are individuals who are not racist. I understand that. I interact with them daily. That's just like when I talk about delineating and not necessarily calling ourselves African or not necessarily calling ourselves people of color, because as a collective, we've been shown that we don't necessarily have an alliance with them as a collective. But I do understand that there's individual Africans who bang hard with African American, black people. I don't even know why I said that, with black American people. I understand that there's Latinos that bang hard with black American people. They come in my chat. They nice. We nice. We have a good time. I love good people, period. But if you are a nasty, evil, racist person, I'm going to give you that same energy. I'm not going to meet you with love. I'm just not doing it. I did it when I was younger. I worked at a bar. My white manager used to say, "What's up, my nigga?" And I used to say, "Hey, that's not okay. I don't know if you're trying to use it as a term of endearment, but it's not acceptable. It's inappropriate." He said it multiple times, and then I started cussing him the fuck out. I cussed him out like a dog, and then that's when he stopped. But me just trying to meet him with love and trying to calmly explain to him that it was not okay and it made me feel extremely uncomfortable, it did not suffice. It did not suffice. It does not suffice when we try to meet certain people with love and kind and care and talk in a soft whisperable voice. Some people don't understand that. I had to cuss him out in front of customers. Like, yo, stop fucking calling me nigga. Like that. I cussed him out bad. That's when he stopped. Me saying, "Hey, that's not okay. You cannot, I'm not with that. I don't like that. You're making me uncomfortable." That didn't work. Do y'all understand? Us sometimes telling people like, "Leave me alone. I'm not interested. I don't want to talk. I don't want." Did he apologize? He did. He said, "Oh, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like," but it's like, you are a Caucasian man with straight brown hair, blue eyes, thin lips. This is extremely inappropriate. But you're a girl. You can't go arguing with men. You can't seriously. They can hurt me. I know. That's why I do pick and choose my battles. I don't just go around arguing with men. I did that. I got stern and I used profanity with my manager while I was on the clock. There was cameras around. There were customers around. He kept referring to me as his nigga. And I was fed up. Now, I don't advise women to get up in men's faces. I don't advise that. I just don't. However, online, I don't know who's behind these keyboards. But I would not advise anybody to be getting up in a man's face. That's why as women, we need to always have something on our person that we can protect ourselves with. Period. and we need to continue to use our platforms on the internet to speak out against things like this. So maybe it'll prompt people to not be so emboldened in real life because they don't see us being complicit on the internet. It's like art imitates life, life imitates art. The things that you see on social media absolutely have a bearing on how your lived experience is. Like they say, oh, you don't see this in the real world. I absolutely see people doing trends that I've seen on TikTok. I see them dancing like it in the club. I absolutely see people be more mindful because of think pieces that they've seen from other races or other cultures, or men probably being more mindful. I saw a man say, you know what? I seen women crying and basically crying out about not feeling safe at night when a man is walking behind them. And I've seen women talk about this on TikTok. So now when I'm around a woman and it's dark, I'll walk ahead of her. Like I'll speed up to walk ahead of her, or I will cross the side of the street so that she can feel more comfortable. So don't think that people are not watching. And even if it just affects one or two people, to be more cognizant of how they show up, to be more aware of how they show up, then my job is done. My job is done. Exactly. Respect me, I'll respect you, period. Because I got brown hair and blue eyes, I'm not equal. Nobody said that you're not equal, but you're not a black person. You should not be saying the N-word to a black person. Love Jones, be proud that people see something in you that makes them upset because they like what you have and what you represent. Thank you, Denasia. That was very sweet. Well, obviously. So obviously that's not me saying that you're equal or not equal. So stop trying to censor yourself. Don't be annoying. Excuse me. The N-word literally means black. Shut up. Let's not. You're getting blocked. Can we have 5 more likes? Everybody double tap the screen. Everybody double tap the screen. Exactly, Amberella. I just had to block them. I'm like, you got to get up out of here. I don't got time for that shit. Wow. We've already been here over an hour. This live has been very, very interesting, might I say. When we speak of loving us, it's taken some type of way. Oh, God's annoying to tell me about it. Are you talking about on live or just in general? Because on live, these live streams, every time you do a basic live, folks come right in and then hate and blame me for responding to it. I don't understand it. Because, Amberella, they're used to us not responding. They don't like the fact that we have autonomy. They don't like the fact that we use our voices now. I'm telling you, it's only been 60 years since we started really using our voices. That's not a long time. This is a new timeline. To see a melanin-rich woman get up on a platform, do her makeup from start to finish, cuss motherfuckers out, or just even look attractive. Let's just start there. Just even look attractive. On a base level, y'all cannot say I'm ugly. If you're saying that, you're just a blatant fucking liar and you're a blatant fucking hater. on a base level, I am attractive, right? And then we talk about things of substance. So it's like it fucks with them. Because it's like, no, first of all, attractive women are supposed to be dumb. Y'all not supposed to have no substance. Y'all, thank you. Y'all not supposed to have any substance. You damn sure shouldn't have an opinion. You shouldn't be well versed on anything. And if you're not well versed, you shouldn't be able to read a fucking article. Because if I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all see us, we get up here, we look up stuff, we Google terms, we learn things together. I'm learning and growing with you all. This is an experience. We're together. I always feel like I be crying on these lives, y'all, because honestly, people be like, oh my God, I just always think about my grandmothers when I be up here. And people be like, y'all, you are not your ancestors. You're not your ancestors. Yes, we are. My grandmother would have never got up and spoke about things that hurt her feelings or how she felt. She was born, my great grandmother is who I'm talking about. She was born in 1935. She grew up in a day and age where she didn't have no voice. She would never talk back to a white person. She was a maid. She used to clean up behind white people. So, and she would tell me stories about how they would be like, she worked for one family that was just so mean, like they was racist. She would tell me this. And then she worked for another family, like the last family she ever worked for in that type of way before she started doing, what did she do after that? I think she went into like hospitality or something else. Like she would cook and stuff like that. My other grandmother too, she went into childcare. But before she went into that, she would tell me how they were so mean and they would call her monkeys and throw rocks at her because she couldn't. I don't know how the school bus system worked back then, but she had to walk miles to school. And she just always thought she was ugly. She grew up thinking she was ugly because she was darker. She hated kinky hair. She put a perm in my hair because she wanted me to be more acceptable in white society. So, like, the fact that we're in a day and age where we could, like, literally speak out. Y'all think I'm not gonna fucking speak up for my grandmother? And then my actual grandmother, my mother's mother, she was treated terribly by men. She would tell me stories and cry about how she was raped on a roof. She grew up in an era where pimps up, hoes down was a real thing. Black men were pimping the fuck out of black women in the fucking 70s. They don't talk about that, but that's what was happening. So that's why when I get up here and we talk about these things, I'm talking for women like that did not have a voice, that went through domestic violence, that was raped, that was trafficked, that was pimped, that experienced racism. And these are just the women in my family. But as a collective, that's why I always say, like, my channel is curated for black women first and then everybody else after. A woman, black women first, women, and then everybody else. And I just think about her all the time. And I'll be like, damn, like, if she could see me now, she would be proud of me. She would laugh. She used to cuss real good. That's how I learned how to cuss. She used to cuss real good. But when she got around white people, she played, what do we call it? The politics, the semantics. What do we call it? She code switched. She softened her voice. Because that's the era, that's the generation that she was from. She would love to see me cussing out racists. She would love it. Because they've just been able to treat us like dogs. And we haven't had a voice, but now we do. So I'm going to use mine. Even if I have to get cussed out, you know. I'm happy. Like, I know I'm going through a range of emotions because I'm very happy and I'm so grateful that I'm a part of this timeline. I'm so grateful that I reincarnated onto this earth during this timeline. I'm so grateful and thankful that I come from a lineage of women who were strong enough to make it through everything that they experienced. So when they say we're not our ancestors, we are our ancestors on fucking steroids. They live on in us. We're their wildest dreams. Like my grandma used to always be like, go to school, get an education. And school for them was just finishing high school because a lot of them couldn't finish high school. They had to work, they had to tend to the children, and they had to take care of men. So I'm very, very emotional, y'all. Please stop crying. You're also bringing my memories about my mom, too. She worked for us in order to get opportunities. Thank you. I'm not trying to, but I just think about them, you know? They suffered in silence. Exactly, Amberella. So we can have opportunities to rise and thrive. And that's why I'm like, one of my superpowers is my voice. It's my voice. I'm good at singing, but I'm also good at talking. And my father's mom, because I was valedictorian when I was in the 6th grade. That was the first time I had ever really gave a public speech. And I wrote it. And she couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my God, like you are a public speaker. Like you should be speaking to people. Like you should be speaking to crowds of people. She would always encourage that. She always encouraged my creativity. She would buy me like beaded sets and like just always told me to work with my hands. And because I would fidget a lot when I was a kid, I would like bite. I never really bit my nails, but I would bite like pen tops. I would always be fidgeting, you know, and she would be like, you need to always work with your hands, right? Like you need to be writing, and makeup is me working with my hands. Y'all don't understand how it all ties in. Like me sitting here talking to y'all, doing something actively with my hands. It's crazy. It's just crazy. But I didn't know that I would have a YouTube. I didn't know that I would be on the internet. I did not know that this is how it would manifest, I guess, or like me building a platform in this way. I couldn't really conceive of this. You're a great orator. Thank you. I wish I could speak so fluidly, get stuck instead of, sometimes I do too. And I just course correct, like, but I don't really write things down. Like I'll write like what the topic is. And then I just, when I try to read bullet points, like that's when I feel like I'd be like fumbling and stumbling. Thank you. Yes, she would. Yep. She would kind of just like talk quieter and like, it's like she just was always tone checking and policing herself when she was around, not just white people though, but any type of authority figure. Like she always has to put on a good front in public. Like she was just so aware of how people perceived her. And my mom used to be always caring about how people perceived her. And I grew up like that, but I rebelled against it heavily because I was like, I feel like I cannot let whatever spirit this is in me die by being so overly fucking consumed with how I was perceived. I would not have survived. There's no way I would be a shell of a person. They could never be themselves. Exactly, Amanda. They would be themselves in private though. My grandma cussed so fucking good. She had a firearm under the bed, but in public, she was like kind of like a shell of herself. It was always about keeping up appearances. We were all trained to code switch. Exactly. We do it way less these days, but I've seen it. I do it too sometimes. But like you said, we do it way less. I had to unlearn some of that programming. Exactly. Honey, this full moon has me overly, that God's anointed, I'm crying. I'm like, ooh. But this is why I'm so outrageous on the internet, because this is how I really act. This is how I really act. Like I remember I was telling one of my aunts, I was like, oh my God, like I know they think I'm crazy on the internet. She's like, you act like that. And I was like, what? She's like, you don't see yourself, but you always acted like that. I was like, oh my gosh, like you always been a revolutionary. You would always be argumentative with people. You always ask questions. You was always dramatic. Like, this is who I am. And I don't want to have to hide. I don't want us to have to hide. You don't get like all that life has to offer hiding. You don't give the world all that you have to offer hiding. And it may not always be savory. I know that, I'm not so palatable for everybody, and that's okay because I'm not supposed to be. And, men, they come up here and they say, oh, that's why you don't know me and want you. First of all, men absolutely fucking adore me. And I mean, like the ones that get to know me, that know me in real life, they love me. I don't have an issue. And we're going to be candid. There's white men right now that are trying to pursue me that's in love. African men, Latinos, Caribbean men. So all of the people that we talk about, I interact with them and I've been intimate with some of these people. So I know it's not all, but we talk about as a collective. You know what I mean? And I don't operate from a masculine space in real life. If this is what you all perceive me to be, if y'all think that I'm overtly masculine because of how I speak, I can understand it, I guess, because they think men equate femininity to being docile, to being agreeable, to being malleable, to being easily controlled, to speaking softly and quietly and standing in a fucking corner somewhere. That's what's, not all, but a lot of men equate femininity with submission, allowing a man to have full authority over you. Thank you, son. Allowing a man to have full authority over you, to quiet yourself. And I don't do that on the internet. I don't. And why am I crying? Shit. Thank you, Annette. Melanin-rich women in general are not a monolith. We are multifaceted. And it's not fair that we are primarily the group of women that has to walk in the world constantly wearing a mask and constantly policing themselves, when everyone else gets to just be. And they get to be an individual. We don't get to be individuals. If one ratchet hoe is out there, they're gonna say we all sexy red. Bitch, I ain't sexy red. Sexy red is, some of her music is catchy, but some of her antics is utterly fucking disgusting to me. But they use those as the marker for how we all operate, how all Black American women are. And it's utterly fucking ridiculous. They don't do that to any other group of women. They don't say all white women are promiscuous adult content film stars. They don't do that. When we see who the face of that is, it's Morgan and Mandy and Sarah. Those are the ones with their legs spread to the moon when you go on those adult content sites. They get to be individuals. So we gotta continuously, I'm trying to see how I'm trying to say this. Because yes, it doesn't matter. On an individual basis, what people think about you should not govern how you live your life. However, it matters how we're represented. It matters when it comes to protection. It matters when it comes to resources. Like, it's very, very tricky. It's very, 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 the word I'm looking for, let me see, because there's a word I'm looking for what I'm trying to say.
Which animal is causing a
Intersectionality. That's what I'm talking about. Intersectionality. So the formal definition is the interconnected nature of social categorizations such as race, class, and gender as they apply to a given individual or group, regarded as creating overlapping and interdependent systems of discrimination or disadvantages. It's intersectionality. That's what I mean. Thank you, Moon Queen. The world wants us to shut up. It does, yes. Do you have a daughter same age as me or under? LOL, I'm 30 years old. Baby, I am not that much older than you. You got me fucked up. Do I look that old? Girl, I'm just a couple years older than you. And I don't have any children. Smart on your grandma, for real. People like her always come out blessed and success, for real. But sometimes you have to speak out a little. Hey, Lachey, you are passionate about this topic and truly care. That can cause tears sometimes. Keep doing, you mean like keep doing what you're doing? Thank you, boo. I appreciate that. Because it just makes me think about my ancestors. That's it. Then, of course, this is entertainment. Y'all know that. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and just be fucking boring talking like, because that's not entertaining. Don't nobody want to see that. We have everything in these days, money, education, resources. We just have to start working with each other and loving each other and things will change. I agree. Well-behaved women don't make history, period. Or the rebel rousers are in the books. That part, Amberella. Yes, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, I got what you were saying. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, this is brown. I gotta, y'all, I keep trying to get to the goddamn, I missed the, because I had got some coupons from Ulta and I did not use them. Then I was like, I should order stuff, but I like to buy stuff in the store. I have to make it to goddamn get me some new products. I will. I'm just very like, once I work and do what I need to do, I don't like going out in the world that much. Like, I like going out, you know, locally to spots when I feel like it. But I really don't, I don't know. I don't like going out in the world that much these days. That's why it takes me so long to go out to like an actual store and do something. If it's not like right there or easily accessible, where I don't have to like get on a train or like take a crazy Uber. I would never like drive into the city because it's park and everything is crazy. But how's the weather? It's better. It was terrible. Like, it was so cold and rainy. That's another thing, son. That's why it was hard for me to like get outside because I'm like, yo, it's like raining and cold. Like, I did not like it. I'm sorry. Bye, Miss Jones. Bye. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you, son. Kind of want this to be a little like kind of brown too. Yeah, the weather's been bad. And then it's been cold. Like, it's not even like, thank you, growing up with Manny. It hasn't even been like a light rain. Like, it's been like pouring and then like a cold rain. Like, that's not, I don't like it. That part. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lachey. It's been cold here in Charlotte. Yo, what's going on with the weather? Isn't it supposed to be like breaking? Exactly, it's spring. And the crazy thing is, at one point, it was literally like 80 degrees. Like, I feel like I was outside literally with shorts on. And then the other day, I was like, dang, it feels like I could put a bubbled goose down on. Like, it's cold. Could literally put on a goose. No, this is dark. I don't. Yeah, I like that better. Right? It's like you could still wear winter clothes outside. This weather all over the place. For real, it's so annoying. Check my Cash App. Oh, I don't think I got it on here. Hold on. Well, if you sent me something, thank you, boo. Let me see. I didn't see anything. I hope nobody sent anything to the wrong Cash App. My Cash App is $ Love Jones TV. Because usually I'll get a notification when somebody sends a donation. Yeah, I love the South. I grew up in the South. Like, every year of my life, I was in the South. So it's like, I would always say I'm a Southern belle and a city slicker. Because the women that raised me were Southern. My great granny was from Georgia. I kind of want to make this like a little brighter. Yeah. Okay. My mother used to call me Be More Pumpkin or Be More Bama after we stayed in the South with relatives. She said I kept a Southern accent. For real, I used to come back talking like I was down South too. That's so funny. That's why I always be doing a Southern accent, because I used to do that as a kid. My families talk like that. And I used to be so sad coming back to New York. Like, every time I had to leave, I would cry. I never wanted to come back. I used to be like, I just want to stay. Plus, it was a boy down there that I was in love with. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I see it. Thank you. You know what, son? Thank you so much for the donation. I gotta check. I have to check because I feel like I did it for 6 months, and I think that is probably I think I gotta renew it this month or next month. I'm gonna go check that tomorrow, and then I'll let you know. I gotta go check it because it's been 6 months already since I got it. Dang, time is flying. I gotta go check. I'm gonna go check it tomorrow. I didn't even think about that. Thank you for bringing that up, because I haven't even thought about that. I haven't. Damn, I haven't went to check it in a while. I feel like it should still be at least until the end of the month, but I gotta go check. Everybody who encounters said, yo, say that again. That's funny. Where you from? Maybe I should add a little blue up in here, in the crease a little bit. Let's see. We haven't really been playing around with too many colors these days, because I don't know. I've been liking well, this is shimmer, but y'all know I usually have been doing the matte, like pretty like 90s kind of supermodel type of makeup is what I've been doing. So I'll be watching tutorials and stuff. And I really kind of got like obsessed. I have like, when I really like something, thank you, son. I always, like, I keep doing it. Like, all right, we'll put a little bit of this. Let me just see how that looks. Just a little. Bigger in here. You can't even really tell that's blue though. But I do like it. It gives my eye more of a like sexy, sultry type of vibe. But you can't really tell. Like the blue kind of like, it drowns out a little bit. Let me see. I like what it did to the eye though. Just doing it right up in here. Okay. Let me see. That's way too light. Wait, didn't I have like an electric? Maybe we'll try a little bit of this on the lash line. Just a little. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Okay. I kind of want to make my lips brighter. Like, I don't. Yeah. Thank you, guys, Anointed. Hey, Trini. All right, I'm gonna go. I enjoyed this conversation immensely. Y'all helped me get through it. Child, we done experienced some racism. It's just a lot going on. It'd be so much going on, y'all. Wait, what? Oh. You coming back? Did you check? So I got the donation. Thank you. I got it. I gotta check tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the post office in the morning and check it. And then when I find out, I will come and update you all. Thank you, PJ. They just choose to be ignorant at this point. It's unfortunate, but we need to understand we're standing $10 down. Period. They need to understand, yes. Oh my God, I had Chipotle like 2 days ago. It was so fucking good. It was so good. It was so good. I can't even lie. Like sometimes, I don't know, like the last time I had it before that was like a few weeks back, but I ordered it and the chips was mad oily. I was so mad. Like the chips was like drenched in oil. I'm like, why would y'all do this? Because I usually like I'll get a bowl and I'll get like just some chips on the side to, you know, make it feel like I'm eating like a nacho or something, jail. And I couldn't even really enjoy it. I was so mad. But the bowl I had, I went to Chipotle just like 2 days ago. It was bad good. All right. I love y'all. Thank you. I never had the vinaigrette. I never even tried it, Amberella. Maybe I should try it. I feel like they charge for that now, right? Or have I had the vinaigrette? Matter of fact, I did, but it was a long time ago. And then I asked for it again, and they was like, oh, you got to pay for it. And I was like, I'm not paying for that. And I never had it again after that. I feel like I had it one time, and it was good. It was good. But for real, I feel like I had it once, and I don't remember thinking that I didn't like it. He's one of the first customers. You went to Chipotle in the morning? I ain't even mad at you. All right, show up as her, be her. I'm not a hateful person. I can't be racist. I'm not racist. I know white people, if you see me out, you're liable to see me probably out with a white person, hanging out, talking. All types of people talk to me. I talk to everybody. Matter of fact, y'all see me on my live streams when I'm out. Y'all see me talk to white people. So I don't even have to tell y'all that. Y'all see me talk to all types of people. I'm not that type of person, but if you talk to me crazy, I'm going to talk to you crazy. That's it. That's it. That's all. Right? Chipotle for breakfast. I'll be out with everybody. Thank you, Amberella. I'm not a nasty person. When people come up to me and they speak and they say hi, I am very friendly. Like I do not. Awesome. I do not, I'm not a bad person at all. I'm really not. But when people be saying stuff like that to me, it makes me think of my grandmother. I'm not gonna lie. And what she went through and how she had to put her head down. I don't have to put my head down. I don't have to put my head down. We don't have to put our heads down. This does not mean that we're just gonna go out trying to incite violence or just talk crazy to people, because we don't do that. That's not even in our nature. We would be literally going against our nature to go out of our way to start problems with random people from other races and other communities. That's not even who we don't vibrate like that. I'm a match of energy. Exactly, Amberella. We gonna match the energy, period. Period. Thank you, Trini. Okay. Show up as her, be her. Don't let nobody play in your face. Life is a movie. Don't let nobody, heavy on the don't let nobody play in your face. Life is a movie. You're starring in it. The world is a stage. You're at the center of it. Don't cry over spilled milk. It gets greater later. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. Everyone is drawn to you. It's like that Cat Williams clip. Nigga, can I see you? all races are they are, and I'm really nice, and I be having me a good time with all types of people. But if you're a nasty, hateful person, we gonna match energy, period. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon.